What's been interesting, I've had a notification from KLM that my flight from Amsterdam to Birmingham has been cancelled. So it's all part of the adventure, so we're going to see what's going to happen.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans, where I'm flying with KLM Royal Dutch Airlines on their Boeing 737-900 from Hamburg in Germany down to their big hub airport, Amsterdam Schiphol. But before I jump on the plane, I'll be sampling all of the flavours in the airport lounge, maybe a cheeky glass of wine or two, checking out all the facilities that are on offer before I'll be making my way down the jet bridge, ready to join the beautiful bird that'll be taking us down to Amsterdam Schiphol. If you're ready, I'm ready. Join us for the journey. It's Travel with the Dans KLM Business Class.
So hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans, where I am flying business class with KLM Royal Dutch Airlines on their Boeing 737-900 series of aircraft. They only have 5 of them in their fleet, and I'm flying from Hamburg down to Amsterdam Schiphol, their big hub airport. Come along, it's an interesting video this, because firstly, why am I sat in a hotel room in my comfies telling you about it? Well, I filmed it originally at the airport, I deleted it, I refilmed it, I deleted it, I refilmed it. I had the ticket, I didn't have the ticket. It's going to be an interesting story. You're going to want to be with me on this one.
But before we start, it's time to tell you how I got to Hamburg Airport. And I'd just returned after a lovely cruise on Cunard's Queen Victoria, 2 nights on the cheapest cruise I could find with Cunard for over 3 years. Then spent the day in Hamburg enjoying a 2-hour river cruise around the port, as well as a hop-on hop-off bus.
So just walking now from the town hall over to the train station to get the S1 to take me to the airport, which is just located here. So very easy, less than 5 minutes walk. All know I like a vegan something. You can have a vegan breakfast at the train station cafe, always good to know.
The ticket machines at the train station was easy to use and had a function to change them to the English language, accepting cash or card.
So train ticket was €3.90, straightforward to do. Within the train station there is cafes, grocery shops, there is sandwich shops, plenty for you to do to grab something for your journey. Down on the platform there is also a small shop serving food, coffee, cigarettes and snacks.
It was a real welcome surprise to see so much food and drink on offer at the train station. The local train, the S1, would take around 30 to 40 minutes to get to Hamburg Airport.
So just at Ollersdorf station, the train's travelled as a 6-car up till here. This is now where the train splits, and you have to be in the first 3 coaches if you're travelling towards Hamburg Airport. So straightforward enough. Arrive now at Hamburg Flughafen, or Hamburg Airport, and just make my way now through to the terminal. So I've been laughing that people from Hamburg are called hamburgers. I'm travelling from Terminal 1, where you'll find check-in information. You can see that my bag is a perfect fit with the check-in, and of course, as I'm travelling business class, I'll be able to jump the big main queue as I would have Sky Priority. At the land side there is a selection of restaurants, including McDonald's. Once check-in is completed, it's time to proceed to the security gates and through to the lounge, as lounge access is included with a business class flight. Okay folks, so adding to the bit of the drama, when I got to the check-in, they'd rerouted me for tomorrow via Paris. So I've got my ticket now back via Amsterdam, because that's how my hotel is. It's important I have that, but I've now been downgraded.
What?
Not in business class, which is annoying, but my business class, I still have that boarding card. It's worked so far through the gate, so we'll see if we can get in the lounge. So one thing I have to say is the check-in agent, which was obviously agency staff, was fantastic. There's a massive queue, and it was really helpful, so I'm on my way. Means no, it's not 2 KLM flights, it is KLM flights and 2 Air France flights, and I'm going to Paris for the first time ever. So I best set the scene really about I'm trying to film as well, but I get a notification from KLM saying your flight tomorrow is cancelled to Birmingham due to weather. Speaking to Dan, because it's a solo trip, and he said there's no snow at home, but we're meant to have snow, so my flight's cancelled for weather that hasn't happened yet. I can go with that, that's not a problem. We'll be in touch with you about your opportunities for connections or whatever's going to happen. There's a few options, but all of them are for Sunday, and I've got an overnight hotel in Amsterdam, so I've got to fly Saturday. So I try and phone KLM, no answer all day. I get to Hamburg airport and I go to get my boarding pass ready, and it's not there. And I'm like, poppycock. And also tomorrow, the flight to Birmingham's fully booked. I says, well, put me via Paris, put me via anywhere. I need to overnight in Schiphol because that's where my hotel is. So she does, and I'm now flying Air France. So that will be in a future video. So again, please do make sure you like and subscribe, because that now will be coming up in a video. And so yeah, that's the background story. Welcome to the aptly named Airport Lounge, offering airport view with a selection of self-service German beers. Fresh fruit is also available. If you're feeling naughty, there's some treats, crisps and delights. So I'm in the airport lounge here at Hamburg Airport. We've got a selection of pretzels and bread, pastas, olives, cold cuts, usual German fare. Over on the other side, you've got sausages. You wouldn't be in Germany without having a good old sausages. Choices of sauces, coffees, as well as a choice of juices. If you want something a little bit stronger, it is available for you, as well as the bar items here. There's also Alpres. If you want some veggie milk, it is wines. Got beers over here. It's a nice little selection. Business tables if you want to have a conference. That's a great space, isn't it? Some food in the lounge. I've gone with a bit of pasta, and I'm starting with a bit of German white wine. We'll see what it's all like. Not bad at all. Should we try the food? It's cold pasta. That's great. Lots of pesto in there, full of flavour. Not bad, eh? Whatever happens, even if I don't get in business class on the flight, it's a great adventure, isn't it? And this bread, when I picked it up, I thought it was a bit tough, to be fair. It's really nice. Just how European bread normally is. It's great. Impressed. So folks, it always makes me laugh in Germany that you can still smoke indoors, so a little bit similar to Queen Victoria. So if you need to have a spark up, you can. So here we are, the smoking area, but no smoking the green stuff. Should we go inside? Here we are. And wow, it smells of smoke. So if you need to have a spark up, you can do so in the airport lounge. And it's not uncommon to smoke inside in Germany. They are the nation of smokers. More people smoke in Germany than any other European country. There are showers available as well. Can't show you inside. Keys available at reception. There are 2 showers available here if you needed to freshen up.
At this stage, my plan was to speak to the purser on the flight to see if I could get back into business class. My aircraft would be Papa Hotel, Bravo X-Ray Oscar, laid out in the usual 3-3 European layout. Powered by two CFM engines and with an age of over 23 years old, one of the more older planes in the fleet. My seat pitch in Europe business class would be 33 inches, with no Wi-Fi, no plug sockets, but a blocked middle seat. As soon as I boarded the aircraft, I spoke straight away to the purser and explained the situation. KLM crew are issued a tablet, and straight away she could look into my journey history and could see what had gone on. I found the seats very basic on this 23-year-old aircraft and reminded me a little bit of something you'd find on Ryanair. The business class cabin can be adjusted to add or remove rows, and on this flight it was just 2 rows. Before I knew it, it was time to head into the sky and fly down to Amsterdam. Above your head you'll find individual reading lights and airflow control, as well as a button to recline your seat. The aircraft seemed in good working order, was clean and offered a large tray table, enough that you could get some work done on, and it was adjustable if you need to bring it a little bit closer. A good space with 2 indents for cups to enjoy a beverage or 2. Onboard literature for this flight included the safety information card, which of course you should always familiarise yourself with, as well as the KLM in-flight magazine. I of course went straight towards the back to have a look at the house rules, and it's very important to note that there are a lot of rules that you should be familiar with if flying with KLM. One really big rule is that KLM don't permit any photography or filming of people. You'll also find details on the KLM fleet. Let's have a look at today's menu. With a flight time of just over an hour, it's a real shock to see that you're delivered such a lovely presented meal. As well as the meal service, a bar service is also available. Your meal will all be served in one box, which is designed by renowned designer Marcel with a nod to their Dutch heritage. The box is also very practical. For drinks I went with a glass of water and of course some bubbles, and I was delighted to know it was Carver, as it's my favourite sparkling wine, apart from English. The handy meal is all delivered in one box with some nice crackers and of course your main course, which was a salad. The salad was full of flavour, and of course what was really nice was it was vegetarian. Of course every meal has to be finished with a sweet treat. I rate the meal 8 out of 10.
Okay, so flight done. Managed to get in business class. Purse was fantastic, explained the story and was all sorted. I'll speak to you when I'm in the hotel. So that's it. I'm sure you will agree it was pretty darn good, wasn't it? It's just, you know, the food was great. The sweet potato just was a little bit al dente. It was a salad, it's going to be like that really, isn't it? But it was great. And what the purser just did on that flight just goes to show you how flying should be, regardless of class really. She just went above and beyond and delivered, and I just think KLM's product's really good. The only thing I can really say I wasn't impressed with was the seat. The seat just doesn't do it for me, and I've got to be honest, when I've only flown KLM once before and I wasn't impressed with that on the City Hopper and Bray, so it'd be interesting to fly one of their new planes. But that's my reflections, my thoughts.
And that's it for this week's episode. Join me for next week's episode, as I'll be overnighting at the Best Western Plus, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. I'll tell you about all the drinks, how the room looks, what the facilities are, and is this a good place to choose a layover if you're changing flights in Amsterdam. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in next week's episode. If you're ready, we're ready. Join us for the journey. It's Travel with the Duns.